Today, I'm finally gonna make the video that you guys ask for all the time. How we sort, clean, test, and sell $10,000 a month worth of used remote controls on eBay. Yeah, welcome into the channel, guys. I've always been asked this question. How do I deal in so many remotes? How do I make it happen? How do we clean these, test these, sort these, do everything we have to do to get them up on eBay and sell them each and every month? Well, I'm finally gonna make that video. I'm gonna take you from step one, when a pallet of remote controls shows up here, all the way through the process of getting a remote control live and up, tested on our eBay store, and getting it sold and shipped out the door to our hundreds and hundreds of customers each and every month. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so step number one is obviously when these remotes show up to our doorstep. They show up in pallets. I buy them in pallets like this all the time. I have bought and sold hundreds and hundreds of pallets worth of remotes, possibly upwards of 1,000. I've purchased as many as 27 pallets at one time, an entire truckload, a box truckload, all the way down to just single pallets that show up on a regular basis. So first thing we generally do is we will sort them by brand. For example, these are all dish remotes. These are all Roku remotes. Those are all Epson. Just got started on sorting this. So we have bins. We have dozens and dozens of bins, which you guys can see. We have some over there. We have tons and tons of bins, and we will sort these by the brand. So the brand is super important because some brands are garbage. Some brands are worth a lot of money. Some brands you can't sell. Time Warner is one. Never ever sell Time Warner. Xfinity is another one that I don't recommend selling. Comcast is one I try to stay away from. So there's quite a few that you just stay away from. So we can immediately sort those out. And we have a recycling company that I work with who will take all of those and recycle them for the precious metals and the scrap metal that's inside of them. Also, anything that's been chewed up by a dog, is broken, is ripped, is destroyed, those will all go. For example, like this one, this is not even worth anything, even if you can sell it. It's missing a back. It's got stickers all over it. It is just junk, right? So that one's just going in the garbage. And by garbage, I mean recycling company will come and get it. So we'll pile those up in bins. We'll put those in their own giant boxes. I'll get some boxes and the recycling company will pick them up from me. So that is step one. Sort them all into brands, sort the bad stuff, sort the good stuff, and put them into as many bins as possible. Now, we don't sort an entire bin or a pallet all in one day. We'll sort out a couple of bins, 6, 8 bins, and then we'll work on those bins, and then we'll come back in and we'll do more. Okay, so step number two is that we'll take these out. I've just pulled a few out for you guys to just see how the process works. Generally wouldn't do it here at my countertop or whatever. We have spots to do this. But we keep towels. You'll want to have, like little white cloths. You can buy a pack of these at Walmart for like $5 for like 20 of them or 30 of them. And then this is just a bottle. It is denatured alcohol, 50% and 50% water. So we just water down denatured alcohol. You can get that at any Home Depot or any, Walmart has it. Anywhere has denatured alcohol just about. So just put it in a bottle, mix it up. All set. You have your little white cloth. Usually we'll put down, we have like a little towel cloth to put down. First thing you're gonna do, open up the backs, make sure there's no batteries in them. Some of them don't have batteries. You'll make sure the backs are good and lock on and are good. If the backs are bad, if it's a good remote, I'll throw it to the side and try to find a good back from somewhere. If not, we just get rid of it to the recycling company. Also, if they have batteries, you're just gonna wanna tap those out and my recycling company will take those. So they'll go in the bin with the bad remotes. And then once you have them, generally we just spray. Oops. Generally you will just, first you'll open the bottle, you'll spray your cloth, and you're gonna wipe them down really, really good. And we'll do another wipe down before we list them also. So you're just gonna clean them. We also use throwaway toothbrushes so we can clean into the cracks. Usually you can just buy some cheap toothbrushes for 50 cents at Walmart and you can use those just to clean. And then also you'll do that inside of the battery terminals. Denatured alcohol is safe for this, so it will not harm it. We've done millions of them. If there's any stickers or any Velcro, which if you put Velcro on the back of your remotes or stickers, there's a special place and you know where for you. I'm just gonna put that out there. But you'll go ahead and just peel off any of these stickers or any of the Velcro. Usually it comes off pretty easy. Make sure there's no sticky left over. And that will be our cleaning process of how we clean them up. Now, the next step after we've got a bin, we'll do 50 remotes, 60 remotes. We can knock those out in just a few minutes. Literally just bang the battery, wipe it down into another bin. We'll put it into our finished bin, and then they'll be ready to test and list, which I'm gonna take you to that process and show you right now. Okay, so the next step, once you have them cleaned up, ready to go, we're gonna test them. So the first thing, make sure you always have fresh batteries. We keep packs and packs of AA, AAA. We have some 9-volt, we have some D batteries, we have some watch batteries. So you're just gonna pop new fresh batteries into your remote. Don't worry about putting the back on yet until you're done. So you're gonna take that remote, and I'm filming on my phone. So generally I'll use my phone, and I keep my phone on a little stand, and we can pretend a minute that this is my phone, and I will turn on my phone's camera and I will put it into selfie mode, and then you're going to point the remote at it, and I'll show you what happens. I have my iPad set up, you can see me filming. So what happens is once you have the batteries in, you can start pressing the buttons. Now watch the iPad, watch what happens. Guys, see that light? See that purplish pink light as I hit different buttons? So this is how you can run through and test all the different buttons. Now, it's hard to do when I'm filming, but you guys could see all the buttons no matter what I press. It lights up how it should light up. And if it doesn't light up in certain things, doesn't necessarily mean it's not working. Some buttons require it to be programmed to actually show, like certain enter buttons. Like you can see all the numbers should light up, all the ups should really light up, like the up, the down, the left, the right, all those should light up. So this one would be good. We would test this one out, and this one would be good to go to list and ready and all set. So you run through each one of the remotes, and you will do that for each of them. If they are not ones with lights like that, and they're like a Bose surround sound, which does not have lights, then you're gonna need one of these things. This is an RF tester. And basically what happens is you just sit it next to it, and if it's RF, it will set that off. Now this one's not RF, so it's not gonna set it off, but also they sell IR testers. You can get these on eBay or Amazon for like 20, 25 bucks for a decent one. I'll link one down below, probably this one that we have here. And you guys can see, you know, it does that. And then you can also set it to vibrate mode. And it'll vibrate too when it picks up, detect stuff. There's a laser detector on there. So this is also for detecting spy cameras and secret cameras in your house or hotel room, which is pretty cool. But yeah, these are very cheap, and we use these for like Bose surround sound and things like that. So handy to have around for 20, 25 bucks. I'll link one as well. So that's what we use to test when it's not one of these with a light. All right, so once you have your remote, you know that it's good, you will start photographing this remote. Make sure it's good. Keep your finishing rag around. Make sure it's all clean the best you can. And then you're gonna take a photo of it. Generally, I'll take a photo of the front. I'll take a photo of the back without the battery cover on it. I'll take any zoom ups of any numbers, model numbers, and then I'll take another picture with the back on it. And so this is a JVC. The model number is down on the bottom. This is an RMSXV038J. This one's probably not that good. I grabbed a bad one to test out, but you will look up that model number that's on the bottom on eBay, which I'll show you in just a second to the screen. And once you have your 4 photos, generally it's like 1, 2, a close up and a no back. So I can take the photos, you know, pretend like this was my phone. I could take the photos just like that. Click, 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 click. Usually less than a minute, I can have all my photos done and prepped, ready to go on eBay. Okay, so this is the eBay screen. I actually searched for this remote. Like I said, this one wasn't the best one to use as an example. You guys can see that it came up with 3 over here on the used screen, $750, $18, and $13/change. So this remote's probably worth about 12 bucks reasonably. There's some listed ones for, you know, 9 + 6 is 15. That's a different one. There's another one for 14, 15. So most of them are in like that 13, 14, 15 range. So you do okay on this one, $13, $14. The fees and shipping are going to cost you about 5 bucks. So you make about $8. My cost of goods is almost nothing. So this one, not the best one, but it's a consistent seller. If you could get it in quantity, don't forget, if you sell this, if you list one, you don't have to make another listing for them unless the condition's way worse. If it's close, you can just sell similar and you could drop in some new photos and you already have a listing made in seconds. So the quantity side of this, if you're doing it consistently, is also really easy because you can just re-up the quantities without having to take time to make new listings. That's what a lot of people do. So what I did for you guys was go ahead and I'm going to sell one just like that, actually. Click on that. And then I don't ever do this. Create your listings fresh from your own listings, but just for the sake of this. So I don't like the title, so you would just make your new title. I'm not somebody did this with a lot of dashes. Dashes screw that up. But so, you know, you would just put up your title, whatever it is. Let's just say that was your title. Let's just be done with it. Categories, remote controls, they've already got that. Item specifics, it's already in there, so that's pretty easy. And then you can make your own description. You can price it. Best offers, no. So I like to take best offers. So I do price. Let's say that I was doing $14 on this one. Oops, not $1,400. I wish. $14. And then you can do like more options, and you can do best offers. I do like to allow offers. I don't set any minimums, so that would be that. Ground advantage, it's an 8-ounce remote. This one's probably, I can feel it, so it's probably not quite 8 ounces, but you could edit this to whatever you would want. Like this one's probably about 6 ounces. I would have to weigh it. I have a scale around that I usually have right in front of me, so I can quickly do that. 10 by 8 by 4 is fine. That's about the size of the envelope. And there you go. You would have a listing up and you'd have a new one done that quickly, and it would be inside of your drafts and you'd be all set, ready to go. And that would be it. That would be the whole entire process. I mean, like I said, there's our draft. It's sitting right there. And I'm not going to make it live because obviously I don't want this one to go live just yet, but I could list the item and it would be up on my eBay. So very quickly you can make these drafts, and you could see how I just cleaned a remote, tested it. And generally speaking, if I'm doing one remote, it's going to be a minute, 2 minutes. I can bang the battery out. If I'm sitting at my station and I bang the battery out, wipe it down and test it, that's like a minute, maybe a minute and a half. And then I can make the draft in anywhere from a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Total all in on remotes, you should be able to do it in 5 minutes or less for one remote. So I don't do them one at a time though. I'll do a whole batch of cleaning and testing and then a whole batch of listing. But the average time should come out to 4 or 5 minutes. That way you can try to do at least 10 an hour, 12 an hour. If you just do this for 2 hours and put up 20 or 25 remotes a day all week long, you will consistently sell remotes every single day, and you will build up a store very, very quickly to a couple thousand, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. And if you can keep getting a supply, you could build a store up to any number that you really wanted to. And it doesn't have to be remotes. It could be comic books, which don't require testing and cleaning. They just require, listing and photographing. It could be sports cards. It could be anything else that you want it to be. I just get asked how we do it for remotes in our niche. So that's what I wanted to show you guys today. And that's what you just saw. All right, so that's our start to finish process of how we are able to sort, clean, test, list, sell everything, remotes over the course of a month, $10,000 worth of them each and every single month as we build the store back up. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it taught you something. You don't have to sell remotes. Remember, my videos are simply how I run my business, how we do things. You guys can sell anything you want, from comic books to trading cards to sports cards to remotes to digital cameras to lenses to t-shirts. You could do the same process for t-shirts. You don't have to test them and clean them. You just have to inspect them, make sure they're not stained, take your photos and start listing them, and create your own process, create your own business. I'm just hoping to inspire you guys and hoping to give you some ideas, but I do get asked a lot, how do we do the remotes? The one thing I can't tell you is where we get them all. There's tons of places to get them. If you think long and hard enough, you'll come up with some of the solutions that I've come up with and networked with and made friends with over the years. So that's it. That's how we run our remote eBay store, and that's hopefully some inspiration for all of you. Thank you as always for watching. If you want help, if you need me to go through your store and fix it, audit it, review it, coach you on it, 1 week, 2 week, and 4 week plans, email me rockstarflipper@gmail.com. I'll put my email below in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can email me anytime, 7 days a week. I respond to all my own emails, and I will set you up on a 1 week, 2 week, or 4 week plan to audit, review, and fix your eBay store. Get your sales up, get you going, and hopefully you can turn into something similar to this. As always, thank you so much. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, come back later and watch future videos on eBay, reselling, business, news, finances, and everything else you guys enjoy from my channel. And I will see you next time.